iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Play action. Now it's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Packers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Carr's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's Locke to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A Locke-finding Fant for the Seahawk first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Block now to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Locke to Lockett for the Seattle first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Block off of play action. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On the counter, it's Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. That one goes for 36 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On second down, it's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 40 now on second down. Carr looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot here before half for Carr. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He's able to find Melton, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now it's Locke. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Locke gonna go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 29. On play action, it's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
To throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check, check.
Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So they've been in the red zone. Just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On play action. Now Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Throwing now is Carr. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. In motion comes the tight end left. Block again here on 2nd and 10. He completes this to Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. 68 yards on the ground for him so far.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Walker with another carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeJuan Smoot with the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They get them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still regain the lead in a tight one. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Dillon up the middle. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Carr going to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw it is Locke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
On the give, it's Walker. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Locke. He'll buy some time right. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Locke. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.